I thought it was an NCAA tournament type atmosphere. Even when our bus pulled up to see both fan bases out there, you saw cheerleaders, bands, just the surrounding, walking into the arena, seeing a mixed crowd of both fan bases, passionate, yelling for their team. I thought it had an NCAA tournament feel. I'm happy for our guys, how we bounced back from the other night. I thought we really did a lot of good things to put ourselves in a position to win the game. So great atmosphere, great fan bases. Really happy with the win.
Let's go to Eric Bailey.
Porter, congratulations. Just want to ask you about the beginning of the game, jumping out to a 10-0 start, and then the way you guys came in the locker room in the second half, both 5 minutes of the first half.
We'll review that later on. Let's update you on Kansas. You don't have a
It looks like a radio
No,
feed.
I'm actually kind of nervous right now. Mizzou should actually
That's a
be
radio
more
feed.
nervous. 22.5-point dogs on.
Okay. Did you get my question? Just the first 5 minutes of the first half and then the first 5 minutes of the second half?
He can't.
Okay.
Go ahead, Eric. Sorry about that, everybody.
Okay, you got me, Porter.
Yep, I got you there.
Okay. Just wanted to ask you about the first 5 minutes, the first half, first 5 minutes, the second half, setting the tone for both of those halves.
I thought it started with our defense and obviously making some shots, but, executing some things we wanted to do. I think that was a big part of it. Rebounding. I mean, just a ton of respect for how they rebound the ball. And we got out rebounded in the last game against Butler and really had a tough 72 hours talking about what we needed to do to beat Arkansas. And it started with rebounding. And I thought we set the tone. We really challenged the guards for some rebounding. Elijah had 11, Jalen had 8, even Mo had 3 in the first half. And we just said we needed all hands on deck to rebound against an elite rebounding team. But I think their guys came out from the jump with an edge, and it came into the game. Sometimes you can come out with an edge and then you don't transform it into the game. And I thought our guys did for 40 minutes.
I wanted to ask you too, you guys didn't panic when they made it a 1-possession game and the crowd's getting back into it. How'd you like the way the guys responded at that moment?
Over and over, we responded time and time again. And I will tell you this, the last time we responded, we had some subs in there. Bijan made some nice passes. Ethan Jaguar made a couple nice plays. We had some subs in there when we had a couple responding to it. Jordan Goldwire had the best floor game so far this year for us. I think he really controlled a lot of tempo. He got guys shots. I thought he played through fatigue better than he's done all year. I thought he was key. I thought Tanner was really loud, communicating. When it got loud in there, he still was, defensively doing some things. But I thought defensively, the start of both halves really was big.
Porter, thanks. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Justin Martinez.
Hey, Porter, appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. Congrats on the win today.
Thank you.
Just want to ask you about Elijah Harkless. Double-double for him, 21 points, 11 boards. Just what you see out of him.
I saw toughness. I think he really took the Butler game to heart. We had some lapses defensively and offensively when we had the 13-point lead. And I just saw an edge to him. He has an edge in every game, but he was rebounding, defending. But what I love that I'm really seeing is he hit that shot to go into overtime against Butler, and he had been really struggling with the shot. He works his tail off on it. He's in the gym nonstop. And I think he's just got his confidence back after that shot because he hit one in overtime. He hit some tonight. I think he's got his confidence back. Defending, rebounding, I thought he was excellent. Except that one play when he threw that pass. Oh, my God.
Appreciate it.
Bob Brisbilla.
Yeah, Porter, does it finally feel like a lesson has been learned in terms of managing the time and score?
I think it's going to be an ongoing thing. I thought after Utah State, we had a couple positions in our win against Central Florida, and then we slipped back. And then today, I thought we handled the last 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes. We had a lot of good possessions. We didn't have a lot of wasted possessions. We had that one that we threw that long pass and we didn't need it, but I didn't think we had a lot of wasted possessions. And just knowing how to close out games. And I thought the guys, lesson, I thought we did a lot of things better with that.
You mentioned when you're kind of making sure you kept your poise in the second half. Some of that was with subs. How big were Ethan and Bijan today?
Well, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the question, Bob.
How big were Ethan and Bijan today?
You know what? I thought Bijan was really big because Jordan, Arkansas puts an amazing amount of heat on you. They're picking you up full court the whole game. And for a point guard, those are little body blows. And I thought Jordan played through fatigue better than he has all year. But then we bring him out, and I don't think it went, down. It wasn't like, they just took it away from Bijan and went scored 2 points. I thought he handled it. I haven't seen his numbers yet, but I know he had a couple nice plays offensively, assist wise. He had 2 assists, 2 rebounds. I thought he had some nice plays in there. Those are big plays, getting a big rebound, a big stop, a big assist, coming off the bench and in that kind of atmosphere. So I thought he did some nice things that bounced back. So did Ethan. I think, he made that play, took his time at the rim and finished it. So a lot of big plays by a lot of different guys. And that's what you need to be a team like that.
Appreciate it, Porter.
Yep.
Jesse Crittenden.
Hey, Porter, I appreciate your time. You talked about the late game management and stuff, but it seemed like you guys were really moving the ball well. Had 18 assists on 28 baskets, especially late in the second half. Just what did you see from the ball movement and how that led to some of the shots you guys were getting?
Teaching moments, talking about it, like the ball wasn't sticking, we were spacing, moving. That opened up your drive later. And it's just the way we play. We got to play. And then, those are the teaching moments from when it gets stagnant. And, 18 assists, really pleased with that. With the exception of, we're getting better, with the exception of, a 5-6 minute stretch in the second half against Butler. We've had, some good runs there. And we just got to keep better. I thought we were really hungry to get better the last 3 days. I mean, the way they came in that film session after the Butler game and then how we approached practice, it was really what you want your team to do. They were really wanting to get better. And I love the spacing and the not wasted possession. You're going to have a turnover. You're going to have a couple bad possessions. But we had a lot of good possessions, spacing them, moving them, making the extra pass, passing up a decent one, got a better one. I think it paid off. Appreciate it, Porter. Yep.
James Hale.
Porter, I thought you won this game defensively. I thought it was a great defensive effort. You created a wall. How about Groves in the middle, standing tall in there, man? He's not 7'3", but he played like it sort of. They like to attack the rim, and you didn't let them to the rim very often.
Well, they're so explosive, and they're elite going downhill, but we really wanted to get back in transition. That's one thing we said. We can take, if you run back, we were sending back, we made it our wall, 6 eyes, 6 arms, and really stop them and try to get them into their half court stuff. And I thought they got us a couple times. Likes got us one time in a transition early on in the first basket after a make. He went coast to coast. But for a 40-minute game, the way they run, I thought we had our transition defense was good. And I agree with you, James. That transition defense was a big part of doing it. I thought our guys defensively did some really good things. Possession by possession to an explosive offense.
Hey, congrats. It was a great game.
Thank you.
John Hoover.
Porter, hey, I want to take you back to you've told us a number of times this year about impatient possessions, smart possessions, things like that. About 5.5 minutes left in this game. You guys are up by 12 and have the back-to-back possessions. I think Tanner shot a quick one, and then you had that turnover you referenced earlier where you kind of hit the floor out of frustration. Arkansas called the timeout right after that. You got them on and you coached them up, and there were no more of those possessions. I wonder what your message was. Were you just kind of reminding guys at that point?
Yeah, for sure. That's what we talked about, that whole possession. You guys we need good possessions. You don't need daggers 5 seconds into it. Space it, strong with the ball. Get the domino started. That's all we talked about was what we were running and good possessions. And we also talked about still being aggressive, pushing it, but then circle out. If you have a layup, great. If not, circle it out. Let's get some long possessions. And I thought we really had, after that, those 2 in a row. And the Tanner one's kind of tough because he just hit one. It's just, you don't need a back-to-back one, but the play after that was the one that I might've hit a wet spot on the floor.
Thanks.
All right, a couple more for Coach. Let's go to Dave Blevins.
Coach, I don't think that was a wet spot personally. I'm a few miles away, but hey, congratulations, not only on the win, but mine is more big picture, and congratulations on the start. I mean, it's pretty remarkable that you brought in basically a new team here and have had so much success. You dropped the confidence, but, no one in Crimson is disappointed. What has been the key to this immediate success, and does it surprise you at all?
You know, all I'm thinking about is the process. You know, is not long term, is just moving the team forward, getting them better, getting them believing in a lot of the little things we do defensively, getting them believing in a lot of things spacing offensively, skill development, getting them better, pouring into them, trying to get them to come closer as a team. I've said this many times. One of the hardest things was when you take over jobs, sometimes you're inheriting 8 or 9 guys. They don't know you, you don't know them, but at least they know each other. This was, they were trying to get to know each other and get to know the system. So it's a continuation. We're not even close yet. We've got to continue to improve, get better. But I'm just kind of obsessed and intentional with the process of moving this team along. We got a lot of things we got to improve on. I'm excited for the guys that we got a lot of stuff into the game today, and we improved over the last 3 days.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Okay, last one here, Grayson Blaylock.
Hi, Coach. You've talked about the balanced scoring from tonight. You had all 5 starters in double digits, and 2 of them you haven't touched on yet were Jalen Hill and Mo Gibson. What did you see out of them tonight?
You know what I liked about Mo is Mo did some other things besides score. He had some really good defensive possessions. Like I said, I don't know how many rebounds he had, but he had 3 in the first half, and we really talked about that at halftime. He ended with 4 rebounds. He had 1 rebound against Butler in like 30 some minutes. He had four rebounds, knocked down his shots. He was 4 for 7 from 3, really efficient. I thought he did a lot more. I thought his presence was better. He just was, you know, he just wasn't thinking about shot. He did a lot of different little things defensively in our game plan, 4 rebounds, a lot of things that we needed. And you know, he's such a weapon shooting the ball, you know? And so I thought he did that. And then Jalen Hill, you know what the thing about Jalen Hill, and I know when I look back on it, Jalen and EJ had a bunch of in traffic rebounds. Those are different. You know, I used to try to get a couple of rebounds off missed free throws and pad my rebounding stats when I played. Those were the easy rebounds. I thought Jalen and EJ had some really good in traffic rebounds. Those are the ones that are so valuable. And I thought Jalen did that. He just had such a toughness to him.
Thank you, Coach.
You got it.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, guys. Thank you.